welcome to another GCSE Computer Science video with me, Mr Goff, for MrGoff.com. This video will focus on primary storage, also known as main memory. The CPU cannot access secondary storage directly, and so the main role of primary storage is to store data and programs that are currently in use. There are two types of primary storage for you to be aware of: read-only memory, also referred to as ROM, and random access memory, also referred to as RAM. ROM contains the bootstrap instructions that are used to start up the computer. These tell the computer where to find the operating system and establish the BIOS, meaning the basic input-output system, that allows the operating system to communicate with the computer's hardware. ROM is non-volatile, meaning that data in ROM is stored when the power is off. This is essential, or otherwise the next time you went to turn on your computer, it would not have the instructions it needs to start up. ROM can be read from, but not written to. RAM is where currently running programs and data they require are copied to, so they can be accessed by the processor and executed. RAM is volatile, so data that is in RAM is lost if the power to the computer is cut. This is why if your computer suddenly switches off, the files you're working on are not saved. RAM can be read from and written to. More RAM will not help the computer to run programs more quickly, but it will allow the computer to run more programs and have more things open at the same time. So, to summarize the differences between RAM and ROM, RAM is volatile, where ROM is non-volatile. RAM contains the programs and data that are being executed, and ROM stores the bootstrap loader. RAM is read and write. ROM is read-only. Virtual memory is where a section of the hard disk is temporarily used as main memory. By this, what I mean is that it temporarily stores some open programs or open files while they're not actually being processed by the processor. Having virtual memory prevents a user from experiencing an out of resources message and having to shut some applications. The way that virtual memory works is that when RAM is almost full and the user requests another program or file that is too big to fit in RAM, then something currently in RAM that the CPU is not trying to use is moved from RAM to virtual memory so that it makes room for the new program or data. Before a program or data that is in virtual memory can be used by the processor again, they must first be swapped from virtual memory back into RAM. When virtual memory is in heavy use, this can lead to a problem called disk thrashing, where data is constantly being swapped backwards and forwards between RAM and virtual memory. The solution to this is to get more RAM for the computer. That brings us to the end of this video on primary storage. Join me again in the next video when I'll be taking a look at secondary storage. Use the resources at MrGoff.com to help you revise computer science, and until next time, it's bye for now.